Hey guys, welcome back to this another Kerbal Space Program video. More specifically, this is a RePPIM video, or Reviewing Planet Packs I Made video. And today I'm going to be reviewing KIP. Now, I said that I was going to review CPPO, but I didn't got it working. Maybe I'll do it next week. Or maybe not. I don't want to revisit that mod anyways. I'm gonna get copy striked, most likely. But anyways, let's start. Today's is KIP, which is Kerbal Interstellar Planets. And, well, I made this mod, actually it's not as old as the other ones, but it's still pretty old. And, now I did remove one of the star systems because I thought that it was far too homogeneous. Everything was inhabitable. It's just too much of the same things. So I removed that, and now this isn't a remake, but I did fix a few things. I might update the mod. So here we go. Let's just tab through the solar system objects. Get to our first object, Chemesis. Now this is of course based on the so-called myth about the sun's binary star called Nemesis. That's pretty much debunked. As you can see, it's a pretty beautiful ring. It's supposed to be a protoplanetary disk, I think. Here's the flavor text if you want to read it. I won't read it. Next, the first star ever made in this pack, it is Alpha. And well, it's one of the bright white star. It's a bit bigger, larger than the sun. So yeah, it's a white star pretty much. The first planet, of course, is Banton, which is a gas giant. Also, the scatterer doesn't really want to cooperate with this mod, so yeah, that's a problem. But I won't fix it as I won't update this mod. Here's the hot gas giant. The hot Jupiter, and here's its moon. Now, as you can see, all the planets are facing the wrong way. It's actually facing back towards the original sun. I don't know why or how to fix it, so you need to deal with that throughout this whole video. That's also one of the reasons why I don't want to remake this mod. Sorry. Next up it is Elrov, the first planet, I think, in this mod. And yeah, it's pretty jagged textures, but there's also very smooth textures. This is back in the earlier days of this mod where I didn't use the technique I use now to make planets. That's why they might look a bit odd. Yeah. Next, it is Tori. Now I fixed it being far too large problem. If you can recall, it was originally 10 times bigger, but it was a simple fix though. I was just too lazy to fix it, but now I finally fixed it. It's a desert planet, that's it. Next, it is Amasis. I know I'm finally pronouncing it right. I used to pronounce it Amasis. I don't know where the extra I came from. But yeah, it's a pretty good looking world, I think. It's not too shabby. The clouds, the auroras, is pretty nice. Next up, it is one that I'm really proud of. It's Sirona. It looks really like a volcanic planet now. It's glowing even. Yeah, and yeah, it just looks very nice. It has a very thick atmosphere. You cannot see anything through it. Well, I mean, you can kind of see some things, but it's you can barely see it. Yeah, I really like this one. This one is really cool. I hope you guys like it too. Next, it is Deus, which is a purple, pinkish gas giant. It has rings, of course, and it has a few moons. But first off, it is Pike. It is a small asteroid, and that's pretty much it. It's just a small asteroid. Next we have the parallel planets, the Elrov and Farla. This is Elrov. It is a more Duna-like planet, a lot of deserts, but it still has a few lakes. And then there's Farla, the counterpart, which is more oceans than lakes and than land, I mean. And yeah, it's a blue atmosphere, but as you can see, the lighting is coming from the back because that's where the sun is. Then there's Kohara, the very explodey looking asteroid. Next there's Kaggle, no, it's actually called Kaggle system. This is the binary center between the first two stars, the Kaggle AA and Kaggle Bee AB, and it is, yeah, that's the binary system. As you can see though, they orbit at the same pace despite having different orbits. There's a thing in the convex that you can make them orbit at the same rate. Next we have Serapis, a lava world. And yeah, that's it. It's just hot and death and lava. Then there's our tool, which for some reason has this weird scatterer glitch where it appears to have oceans when it really doesn't. Yeah, it's supposed to be a desert planet. And this has a load of asteroids. I've changed the asteroids trails and as well as their orbits, but they're just asteroids. They're not very interesting to see, apart from this little nipple here. Okay, next it is Neomay, another gas giant. It has a moon Toxapex, which is, I'm very proud of this. Actually, it's pretty nice because it's purple. It looks like Eve, but it's not at the same time. And it has an asteroid moon Euclid, and it's another asteroid, and it for some reason has another nipple mountain. I don't know why. Next is Nitro. It has nitrogen atmosphere. It has a pretty nice white atmosphere, though you can see the outline of the planet. I think I made the height a bit too high, so it kind of goes over the planet before starting. Next is Samharia, and this is a really weird one in terms of the textures and the scatterer and stuff. Just because, well, as you can see, it's not working very well. But I mean, it's probably because I coded it wrong for some reason. Yeah. And this no, that sounded like a bad word. I don't, yeah. And it has the same glitch that our tool has, and it has fake oceans. That's the glitch. And then next we have Erd. Well, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a very icy planet. More or less, it has a very pale atmosphere. It's just very icy and cold. And it has one moon, which I've tested it, and the sphere of influence of this moon is far too big. You can't even get into an orbit of the planet. That's how big the sphere of influence is. We have Tic-Tac-Toe, which is it's just a green version of Toxapex, and it's based on that one moon in the Outer Planets mod. Next, and the second to last object we have is Sigma. Now it looks pretty nice with a ring, but to be honest, I'm not very proud of the texture, as it's one of the very lazy nebula textures, just because I just glued 4 of them together and that's it. I didn't do anything interesting in between. That's why it seems like it's cut up into pieces when it really shouldn't. Next, the final object, Kaggle Bee. It is the 3rd star in a trinary pair, and it orbits very far away, as you can see here. Now I didn't actually get I did get both Eve and Scatterer working mostly on this mod, but I will not be updating it anymore. It's pretty much dead. I don't think I will remaster it, just because, well, it's a lot of homogeneity. And here it is, all the stars lined up in a nice triangle. Now, now speaking of updating and visual mods and stuff, I did update the new planet / the new crew reloaded just earlier today. I fully implemented the environmental visual enhancement. I've added the clouds and stuff, so you can, actually see it. Now I won't show it on the screen, or maybe I will, who knows. But as you can see that, you can see if you download the mod, you can see that the bands on the gas giants Cytaria, they actually spin, they actually rotate, and they actually rotate in, there's 2 layers and they rotate in opposite directions, like actual gas giants. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's RePPIM video. Now, I don't know if I will do the CPPO next week, or ever, actually, because, well, there's so many objects, and there's also a lot of complications with replacing the home planets and stuff like that. I don't know, I'll see what I can do. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me if you're watching at all. If you like it, click the like button, click the subscribe button, ring the bell, and I will see you guys in the next video. Most likely a RePPIM video. Bye.